The events in this episode take place in the summer of 2022 in my hometown of Virginia Beach. I'd say that I'm the kind of person that loves a plan. I love a plan. But you can never stick to them, you know? These are the secret adventures of Black people, and I am your host, Nichole Hill. I'm in Virginia Beach. It is July 2022, and my mom and Aunt Stephanie are in town. So we just went to the beach and talked about different versions of us. When I was very young, what did you think? Did you have any guesses about what I would become?
I thought writer, actually.
Newscaster.
I did think writer.
Yeah. Why'd you think that?
Because you were always writing. Because you were writing. And you would write stories. I remember the little books that you wrote.
Oh.
This season, we'll say, is about me coming of age again. Here in my mid-30s, during what I thought would have been the time that I would be totally settled into, some kind of permanence and whoever I am going to be for the rest of my life. I'm finding that I just want to play around with, being somebody else. Not being somebody else, but just exploring different parts of myself. And so I've decided to do that in the most dramatic fashion ever. I ended my lease and I am leaving my beloved DC and moving to LA. I'm not doing it like in a totally whimsical way. I have a job in podcasting and stuff, but I'm hoping to develop my ideas into something that gets made.
I did think, if I thought anything, it was like a writer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that
and you are. You're making
I guess
stories.
I am now,
so,
yeah. Is that what you wanted, or were you like, oh, I hope she becomes something more?
I wanted what you want. I want what you want for yourself, you know? It's not like I said, oh, I want you to be this, I want you to be that. I want you to just be what it is that you've decided that you want to be. And as long as that is good for you, then I'm good with it.
That's good.
When I was around like 14 or 15, I learned about income brackets and decided that I wanted to be a computer scientist. And everyone around me was just like, okay. I still wrote. I still had like journals. I would write these like fictional adventures about the oldest daughter going on, traveling the world and stuff. A lot of impassioned diatribes about the like importance of the message of the musical Chicago. But in terms of my destiny, I was like, it's to do computer science. So whoa, do you hear that? Oh my gosh, okay. Well, let me walk back. So I get to college, computer science is my major, sit down in the computer lab, we start typing, I realize, I've made a terrible mistake. I'm not a computer scientist. What did y'all think you were gonna be? When you were like young, little babies.
I don't remember thinking I was gonna. If it was anything, it was like a lawyer, maybe.
Yeah, I remember
really?
that. I remember that, Robin. I really wanted to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know why. That if there was anything, it was lawyer.
And did you think that she was going to become that Aunt Stephanie? Were you like, she's on a lawyerly track?
I could see that.
No, but I didn't think I'm not supposed to be a lawyer.
I could
Yeah.
see her doing that. I really could.
But what I am is a teacher.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, through and through.
And I didn't know that that's what I am.
That's what you are.
But I learned.
How did you learn, do you think?
Because I always find myself somewhere teaching, and it's right. It just feels right.
Oh, wow, do you hear that? It's like really coming down. I'm just going to hang out here under a tree. What was I just talking about? So at this stage, I really want to be a testament to Black people. I want to make my people proud. So I'm looking around for like something I can do that would be helpful. And I learned about this program called AmeriCorps, every 2 months you go to a different state and you do a different service project. And I was like, I'll do that. I'll serve. So for 2 years, that's what I did. And I liked doing service. I liked getting to be a bunch of different things all the time, but I loved being on the road, man. I used to meet people and I would ask them about like their first crush, or my favorite question was, what's something that you've done that you're really proud of, but that is too small and embarrassing to brag about? People would tell me stuff like that, and I'd write the stories down. I don't really know why I did that. What did you think you were going to be on, Stephanie?
You know, I don't know. I never really had like a goal in mind of what I wanted to be. I just wanted to get out of Maine. My goal was to seriously get out of Maine. But oh, that's not true. I was going to be a nurse. In my mind, I was going to be a nurse. That's right. In the back of my mind, I wanted to be a nurse. That's it. That's what I thought about. But then when it got right down to it, I didn't want it. That wasn't in my heart. I like hostessing. I like putting things together.
You do.
I like organizing. I love decorating and putting things, taking nothing out and making something out of nothing.
Yeah.
I love that. That's my heart. I like that.
One of the things I learned is that grown-ups don't live on the road. They, sit in chairs in offices, and then they sit in cars on the highway, and then they sit on couches in their homes. And I was like, I wanted that. I wanted to I was 24, and I wanted all the signifiers that I was serious and that I was an adult and that I was ready to make something of myself. And so I moved to DC and I got a job working for this ed nonprofit. And I was a fundraising data manager there. But the thing was, sitting around all day, working in Excel was boring. I needed some stimulation. And so my coworker, Christopher, put me on to This American Life. And then later I discovered podcasts. So I started listening. I mean, I was hooked instantly. I did, clearly didn't stand a chance. And then I had these coworkers who were so fun and so cool and so interesting. So I'd, talk to them about their weekends and their lives and their hopes and their dreams. It's just, at times been called interrogations, but I was just really interested, and I think they liked it, so whatever. I was just always listening to a podcast, working in Excel, laughing at my coworkers, and I thought, how lucky am I that this is how I'm going to spend the rest of my life? I do feel like a lot of the people I know who are my age are going through another coming of age where it's well, what do I actually want to be doing? And a lot of times it's I have a friend who's super college educated, all the degrees, and it's I just want to be a wife and a mom. But you can't, I don't know if you could tell a young person that.
I don't think so. Not at the time, because you might not even know that. You don't come to that till later on,
So a year into that data management job, my manager pulled me into a conference room and she told me about this other position working and living at this museum in Maryland. And I was like, am I fired? Do you hate me? Am I so bad at this? And she was like, no, I just think that doing something like that is closer to who you actually are. But I was just that's not serious. I want to be taken seriously. And I think I maybe even asked her straight up, what am I supposed to do with the rest of my life if I do something like that? Something like this is what you build a life on. And she told me, inch by inch, life's a cinch. Yard by yard, life is hard. And she said that I should just try to take the rest of my life a little bit at a time. Okay, the rain has died down, so I can go back. And so I'll just say, in conclusion, the point of all this, I just wanted to say that 13 years after that conversation, I discovered that I think I'm a writer. I don't know why someone didn't tell me that a long time ago. So I'm moving to LA though, and I'm going to figure out what kind of writer I am. And that's about all I know right now. But I'm going to take you along with me if that's cool while I figure it out and see where I end up. I hope it's someplace dope. Okay, bye.